What is up, you tapeworms? Thank you for watching our channel. Hey, we are still on a quest to get to 35,000 subscribers, and when we do, we will do something special for you on the channel. So if you enjoy us at all, please hit the little bell, subscribe. We are still a few hundred short. Help us get there in the next few weeks. We promise we'll have something fun and funny on this channel. Hey there, I'm Chris. Welcome to the Waiver Show for Week 8. I will look at some film on some waiver guys here momentarily, but let me remind you, we record this thing before the Monday night game. So if there wind up being injuries to the Bears or the Rams, and you're looking for how they fit into the waiver mix, check in with the podcast, harrisfootball.com. On Tuesday, I'll have an updated waiver list for you. But right now, I think we got most of the names about right, so let's dig in and look at some of these shallower league names to know. The names here below the top name, they all have their uses. Kelly played more snaps than Justin Jackson week 7, but neither guy really did anything. It's not a very good Chargers offensive line. The Ravens come out of their bye, and it's possible Dobbins finally gets a more primary role with Mark Ingram potentially hurting. I don't mind stashing Dobbins in all leagues, really. Aiyuk just continues to wreck people in the open field. Plus, the fact that Deebo Samuel left Sunday's game with what looked like a hamstring injury could help him keep it going. And I'll put in a word for Teddy B. If you're someone who streams quarterbacks, Bridgewater has proven capable of beating good matchups, and the Panthers get the Falcons this coming week. There is one waiver prize above all others this week. As of my recording this, we do not know the fate of Kenyon Drake's ankle, but I don't think we anticipate good news after Drake was carted off the field Sunday night in obvious distress. Feel bad for him, but that means Chase Edmonds, even after Arizona's Week 8 bye, looks like he could be in for a big workload going forward. If you're in a 10-team league, or if you're in a shallow bench 12-teamer, like I said, I don't know anything for certain about Drake yet, but Edmonds is the one to fire a lot of fab to get in anticipation. He's been fine this year. I think he looks like a fine receiving back. That's mostly how we've seen him used. They haven't thrown the ball that much to Drake. Optimal usage would certainly be for Edmonds to keep getting the receiving work and also running work. We'll have to see if Eno Benjamin, the rookie, winds up being a factor as well. For the moment, I think I'd be making a nice-sized bet on Edmonds beginning in Week 9. We'll go back to the waiver guys in just a moment. First, let's thank the sponsor. If you've been spending a lot of time on your sofa in quarantine, like I have, you may have noticed it's time to get a new sofa. And if that's where you are, boy, I really recommend Burrow. I have a Burrow sofa. It is absolutely great. Burrow is luxury furniture that doesn't come at a luxury price. They cut out the retail markup by delivering direct to you in easy-to-assemble pieces. And when I say easy to assemble, I mean to assemble my Burrow took me 10 minutes. No tools necessary. Incredibly smart design. Stain-resistant fabric. Durable hardwood frame. They have thousands of color and style and shape combinations, features to choose from. They have brand new velvet. Get the size you want, the shape you want. Get other furniture to go with it. Every sofa in Burrow's Nomad collection comes with a built-in USB charger, which is amazing. And every single Burrow order comes with free fast shipping. And I can get you $75 off right now. Go to burrow.com/HarrisTube and find out more. You will not believe what you get for the price. It's luxury furniture. $75 off right now. Go look. All right, let's get back into the waivers. We're going to start looking at some names and some film on some names of players who are more of deeper league ads. We'll start out with an old name, an old trash baggy name that Cousin Josh does not like. Carlos Hyde is number 5 on my list. And that's because the other starting running back Sunday night, Chris Carson, left with a foot sprain. And the reason Hyde isn't higher on the list is that the Seahawks so far have been telling people that they don't expect Carson's injury to be serious, so we don't really even know if Hyde gets the start in Week 8 against the Niners, but who knows? Carson is a pretty injury-prone player. Here's what you want with Carlos Hyde. You want him north-south, the way you want Carson north-south. These are not very fast players, but they are bruisers, and when Hyde gets enough space to get going, you usually see tacklers falling backwards at the ends of runs. Alternatively, here's what you tend not to want with Hyde. If you get him going laterally, if you get him bouncing to the outside, he just doesn't have that much juice left. He's a good, honest power back. He's really not a jack of all trades. Then again, but you can see the difference here. The Seahawks want Hyde to get to the outside as fast as possible on this run. Pitch it out, block it up for him outside, rather than have him bounce. Once he gets out there, it's still north-south, and he has a convoy. Bottom line, Carlos Hyde rushed for 1,000 yards last year. He's capable. He's not extraordinary. But if Carson misses time, even against the 49ers Sunday, you'd consider him not at Carson's, low-level RB1, high-level RB2 level, but more like low-level RB2. Okay, next I'll talk about Browns receiver Rashard Higgins, the other Higgins. He ain't T, he's the other guy. And we're talking about him because Odell Beckham is out for the year with a torn ACL. And that's unfortunate, and out of necessity, Higgins stepped up against the Bengals late on Sunday. All but one of Higgins' catches came in the frantic fourth quarter. Here he slot left. It's a back shoulder throw down the field. Baker Mayfield doesn't look anywhere else. This is a Beckham route, so Higgins is the primary read, and it's a nice body control catch. Very next play, Higgins is slot left, and I don't think he is the primary read on this one. It's the underneath route that he turns it upfield as kind of a clear out, but he smartly turns around, and it's another back shoulder throw. Slot right here, it's another check down. I'm pretty sure it's basically the same route underneath, then turn around. We're not getting extraordinary routes here, but he's awake. He's alert. And now we're in the final minute of the game. This is a really good scoop catch, really good, accurate throw into the tightest of tight windows. It got reviewed. It wound up standing. Higgins he's doing what he can do. He's reliable. He's not dropping this. And here's the payoff. Did somebody say Odell Beckham is hurt? Because this looks a lot like Odell Beckham with the ball in the air. You can see he's not separating. Higgins is known to be fast, but he's probably not Beckham fast. But this is a great catch, and it set up Donovan Peoples-Jones for the winning touchdown. But listen, that last little bit I just said is kind of the problem. DPJ, he's going to play a lot because the Browns run a lot of three wide. Jarvis Landry might have a rib injury, but he had 7 touches in Sunday's shootout too. Higgins is an okay player. He would need to perform statistically like he did probably multiple games in a row to earn your trust. But in a deep league, I don't know. I could see adding him. I don't think you're going to be as happy as you were with Beckham. I have someone higher on the list who I would prefer as a Beckham replacement. We'll see. But first at number 3 on the list, we don't need to do too much film review because we did him last week on this show. Niners running back JaMycal Hasty, who unfortunately didn't really play all that much on Sunday while the romp over the Patriots was competitive. That was Jeff Wilson. But on this touchdown run, Wilson's third on Sunday. He obviously did something. Looks a lot like Drake here. Looks like a serious injury. I would assume very unlikely to play against the Seahawks on Sunday. And it's the second straight week where the rookie Hasty has shown some legit juice on this play as a receiver and then get the ball in his hands and running over guys down the right sideline. On this play, all right, well, I'm not going to oversell this play. All he did really here was not fall down as Kyle Juszczyk just crushes a potential tackler and Hasty kind of runs into open space. But again, you can see it here. Hasty is all jump cuts and crazy quickness and moves. Devontae Freeman circa 2014. I like this kid's future quite a bit. But of course, all the Niners want to do is mess with us. So I'm not telling you, I know that Hasty is a Week 8 starter even if Jeff Wilson is out. Jerick McKinnon barely played Sunday. He's around. Tevin Coleman could come back soon as well. Hasty is mostly a stash, but I think he's a fun one. Okay, not nearly enough tight end talk on this channel. Just kidding. There's exactly the right amount of tight end talk on this channel. Tight end is gross. But I think we're to the point where you really can add Richard Rodgers for the next few weeks and hope. You watched it Thursday night. Rodgers was good. Now, good with someone like Rodgers is relative. You remember him from Green Bay, you see him here. He's the guy you throw to against zone. He's not a dynamic mover, he's a big guy. Here he's split wide right, basically playing wide receiver, and the read kind of winds up being clearly too deep zone, a shell here, and Rodgers is assigned a little sit-down route, which is what he can do and catch it. Hi, my name is Richard Rodgers. I run to open spaces. People run into me. I fall down. Hi, my name is Richard Rodgers. I run to open spaces. People run into me. I fall down. You know, this is a really good play from Carson Wentz, but here Rodgers is slot left, and it takes him a long time because he's slow, but eventually it's kind of the deep crosser, and it's a great throw. It's a big gain in the comeback. And it's not lost on me that the Eagles get to face the terrible Dallas defense in Week 8, probably the worst defense in the league. Ertz and Goddard, neither seems to be back yet, and Wentz will throw it to the tight end. We are talking about a potential multi-week solution at the position. We're not going to sneeze at it. And my number one waiver ad in deeper leagues for the week, the receiver I think I'd most like to look to if I lost Odell Beckham, same game, Thursday night, the return of Sterling Shepard. I do not like the Week 8 matchup against Tampa. That one could go very poorly for Daniel Jones, but if I'm thinking about the entire second half of the season, I mean, if you've spent any duration listening to me, you know I've always kind of been in the tank for Sterling Shepard. I think he shows you that thing. He's got that football sense thing, just kind of knows which way to lean to get leverage after the catch, just get away. Nearly takes this one to the house. Watch him pre-snap motion, really selling the pre-snap motion, try to discern whether it's man coverage, and then watch him run the arrow. Two guys essentially are like, woo, oh, woo. And if I think Jones can get it through your skull, kid, throw it sooner. That might be a big play. I like that Shepard was clearly one of the primary options in the red zone Thursday night for sure. Again, I just love the route. I think throw it sooner, it might be a touchdown. Shepard just has that quickness. I love the little arrow route. He runs it well. It's the same route here, right? Unfortunately, it's zone, so after he catches it, he can't get in the end zone. But no worries, because a couple plays later, he roasts Darius Slay on a rub route and catches the touchdown that should have won the game for the Giants. The Giants' offense stinks. The matchup Monday night is awful against Tampa. Plus, if Darius Slayton gets healthier, we could go right back to the weekly mess around. We don't know which receiver could go off. But for me, of all the widely available wideouts, Shepard's the most talented and the one with a chance beyond Week 8 to build on a good performance. So here's the list and their percent ownership in Yahoo Leagues as of Monday night. Other receivers you could consider as Beckham replacements. I don't mind the idea of trying Preston Williams, but Tua is the starter now, and in Week 8, that's kind of a big unknown. Jalen Reagor sounds like he's ready to come back for the Eagles and face that terrible Dallas defense, so he could make at least one big play. Don't hate him if he winds up being active. Marquez Callaway of the Saints. If the Saints are going to be without Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders again, maybe. When you're trying to replace Odell Beckham, there are probably no perfect solutions. Brandon Aiyuk is the one that stands out to me as at least being available in some leagues. If he's available in yours, I would take a chance on him, but he's not Odell Beckham. Few guys are. Higgins is the one with the opportunity to replace him. He probably doesn't have the talent, but I don't mind taking the shot. Remember, listen to the podcast on Tuesday, and we will give you our updated look at the waiver wire with the Chicago Rams game having been settled. And otherwise, leave a comment, let us know what you think, and please subscribe. If we can get to 35,000 subscribers, we're going to do #Embarrass Harris. We're going to do something. We'll let you know what it is when we get there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you. Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button. Write a comment. Tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on. And of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.